Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy Shank. I want to thank you for tuning in. And I just want to remind you that God loves you. His love has changed me, and I know it's changed many of you as well. And I hope that you continue to find inspiration and motivation to become more like Jesus Christ and how God loves you. I hope that you're being thankful, and I hope that the way God is gracious and patient with you personally is helping you be gracious and patient with each other, and also gracious and patient with your neighbors and coworkers and everyone else that you're around. There are just so many opportunities we have to become more and more like Jesus and to allow God to shape our hearts, to shape our desires, to shape our minds and how we think, and to shape just our entire lives and how we live. One of the reasons we talk to God is because He loves us, and because He is with us, and because He welcomes us in spite of all of our brokenness and all of our mess. What a great God we follow. So we reach out to Him in prayer, and I know many of you are reaching out to Him in prayer individually. And I want to welcome and invite all of you to connect with our weekly prayer meeting. This is something that we do both face-to-face and remotely. So if this is not a meeting you've been a part of and you wish to connect remotely, or you wish to attend face-to-face, I encourage you to reach out to me first. Because we do not put the connection information on these public videos. You need to kind of become part of the group that's been connected to prayer already in order to get that private connection information. But if you're going to come out face-to-face or connect remotely, please let me know so that we can help you and be ready for you. Also, another way in which we experience God's love and also grow deeper in God's love is by allowing the words of Jesus to shape our minds and our hearts. One of the ways we do this is talking about the questions that we have and the things that we're struggling with and just some of the things that are going on around us. And we talk about those in light of what Jesus has said. And in light of the scriptures, we allow those things to shape the way that we think. And the way we do that is through discussion and through diving into the scriptures together. This is just a great, relaxed way for us to get into the scriptures together. I encourage you to become part of it. It's called The Way. It is an adult learning community. We've met many of the past Sunday evenings, and because it is summer and there's more travel, we're not going to be meeting these next couple of weeks. But we are tentatively looking at meeting Sunday evening, July 19th at 6 o'clock. So please reach out to me if you're interested in that or you think you might be available to come out for that. Students, I just want to continue to encourage you to have a good summer, and I hope that you are having a good summer so far. Our next youth group is going to be this Monday, July 13th. We're not going to be meeting this coming Monday because of the holiday weekend and July 4th this coming weekend. So I encourage you to be a part of that. Here's Andrew's connection information. Parents or other family members, if you have a student or know of a student who would love to connect or needs to connect with youth, I feel free to reach out to Andrew directly. In a time of travel, in a time of summer, and also in the time of disruption that we've been having, we have this library of Bible study tools called Right Now Media. This is something that we've given to the entire church family and have made available 2 or 3 or 4 times over the past several years. And this is something we simply want to make available to you again, because there may be some of you who have only recently started checking us out online or only recently started connecting with us, or maybe you've been a part of the church family, but you haven't really checked out this Bible study library. Do you want to study a book of the Bible? Do you want to study the life of Christ? Do you want to study particular topics and other things? There are so many good teachers and so many good ways to dive into the scriptures through this website. It's really the Netflix of Bible study. So I encourage you to check it out. If you need another invitation email, please reach out to the church office or reach out to me directly. We are continuing to worship God because He is such a good God, because He's such a gracious and a powerful God. And so we worship every week. Those of you who are comfortable meeting face-to-face, we are worshiping face-to-face. We believe we're doing it responsibly and safely, and we're doing that 10:30 Sunday mornings. So I encourage you to come out for that if you're feeling ready to do so. And if you are coming out for that, we are encouraging you to love one another in the midst of this time. But those of you who are not yet ready for those face-to-face meetings, maybe you're immune compromised, or maybe you simply are traveling that particular Sunday and can't get to the church building, we encourage you to connect with our service stream, which will be available at least by 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So I encourage you to check that out. That is a way for you to be able to worship wherever you are. This is posted to our YouTube channel. We usually post a link of the YouTube video to our Facebook page as well. So there are just some ways that you are able to connect wherever you are. One of the things I do want to let you know about is this coming Sunday, we are going to be celebrating communion. And we celebrate that because what Jesus has accomplished for us on the cross is freedom. You know, this coming weekend in our country, we're celebrating freedom. We're celebrating Independence Day. And freedom from tyranny. But the way we look at this as followers of Jesus is a little bit different, because we too are experiencing freedom, and we're actually experiencing a much better and a much bigger freedom than anybody can as a mere American. We're experiencing freedom to the deepest levels of our souls, and the way we experience that is through absolute dependence on Jesus Christ and on his blood that was shed for us in our place. Jesus conquered death, and we get to remember the fact that not only did he die in our place, but he also rose physically from the dead. And we get to remember back on all of that through celebrating communion. Those of you who are going to be here, we're certainly going to celebrate communion together, and we're going to do so safely. But those of you who are not able to be here and you still wish to celebrate communion, I want to encourage you to have some crackers or wafers or some bread available for yourself, as well as either some grape juice or some wine, so that you can partake of communion as appropriate for where you're at and wherever you may find yourself this coming Sunday. So we will be celebrating that and remembering the goodness of God to us in Jesus Christ. We want to stay connected with you. Our website, bhbic.com, is our front door online, and we continue to make updates to that every single week. You're going to find links to announcement videos, encouragement videos. You're going to find links to our YouTube channel, where we also have those videos, as well as other videos such as sermons and things like that. You're also going to find a link to our Facebook page and some other information about the church. I encourage you to check that out. And here's my contact information. If you need an invitation email to Right Now Media, reach out to me directly. You can also reach out to our church office at office@bhbic.com, or you can click the Contact Us or Get tab on our website and just fill out the contact form there, and our office will receive that and be able to help you get connected. Then finally, there is a newsletter we put out every week where I try to give you a short letter. Hopefully it's encouraging or meaningful for you. But we also have some prayer requests and some other news and information for those of you who are a regular part of our family. You'll find some meaningful information there, and we encourage you to take a look at it. We email it to you every week, usually a couple of days ahead of time before Sunday gets here. But we also have it available on our website, on the desktop version of the site. So go to our website, on the desktop version, hit the Get Connected tab, and then you will see a way in which you can either view or download a PDF of this newsletter. Well, that is all the announcements for this week of July the 4th, or this week of July 1st, and I hope and I encourage you, and I hope that you do have a wonderful July the 4th weekend coming up. Blessings to you all. Bye.